Thanks, Doug. Well, here's a question for you. Have you ever wanted to become an entrepreneur? Maybe a real estate agent or an investor? Well, the Build Your Authority workshop is coming to Boise. It's a way for Idahoans to gain insight on influencing today's economy. And even cooler than that, Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank will be giving a presentation. So today we have spokespeople for the event with us, Aaron Gross, Larry Leisure, and David Ferdinand. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're so excited. So talk a little bit about this event for folks who might be watching right now.
You know, for folks that might be watching right now, I think you hit it best. You know, it's Kevin Harrington. He was the original shark on Shark Tank, and he's helped launch so many people's careers. He's known as the infomercial guy and several different things, and it's quite a bit to get him to come to Boise Valley, and he's going to be given insight and secrets into so many of us are asked, how do we get going if we want to be an entrepreneur? How do we get going, and how do we build our authority, and then how do we navigate every type of economy?
And you kind of just hit it, but what does it mean to build your authority? I think a lot of people are watching this right now and they're saying, I want to build my authority.
Well, we all want to build our authority, don't we? I mean, what they pay on social media to build your authority is incredible. But Kevin Harrington's coming to town. He's bringing Brandon Adams with him, who's a two-time award-winning Emmy production artist from Hollywood, who is actually going to take the time and sit down with everybody and show us how to build authority and how to put us first and other things second. And
how can people attend if they'd like to join?
Well, this is what's amazing. Like, me and Kevin got to talking the other day, and the tickets were, I think, $199. There's a few tickets left now, and me and Kevin are like, why don't we cut these all in half? Now, tickets are only $99.99 for Friday's session. It's from 8:30 to 3. You get to hear the original Shark Talk and his production people. And I tell everybody, if you can invest $99 in yourself, it'll be the best $99 you ever invested.
Wow. And, you know, it sounds like a wonderful event. What's your favorite part of this?
Well, my favorite part is there's a lot of things. I tell you, I've gotten to know these two great gentlemen even better, who have, you know, legends in the Valley, I better say, but they're younger than me. But you know, there's several parts to it, and today there was a key working part to it, and because part of the funds of this is going to the Paul Revere Foundation, and that's and I wanted Larry to come and visit a little bit about that, because that's a fun thing, and it's an important thing because it involves our veterans.
Yeah, it does. Paul Revere, who passed a few years ago, Paul and I were the co-founders of Ride to the Wall Foundation for homeless disabled veterans. So that has continued and continuing it on, and we're really grateful to become a part of this activity and what's going on with Kevin, because we're looking at starting to build in Caldwell, which is where Paul was from, a village of transitional housing for veterans. So we're very excited and very appreciative of you folks making that an opportunity for us and the beneficiary of proceeds from this.
And that's one of the exciting parts of it, is to see, you know, there's a lot of good coming from this, not just people learning and growing in knowledge, but to be able to help our veterans and help with homes and homelessness. That's an important part of all of our work.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add for us?
I would just add that they're talking about branding a business, building a business. If a person is an entrepreneur, if they're starting a company, and they want somebody like that Shark Tank show to see their product or see what's going on with the benefit of the Ride to the Wall Foundation. Some people don't remember Paul Revere and the Raiders. A lot of us that grew up in this Treasure Valley remember those dances and remember those great times we had. So, you know, it's giving back to that, but also making sure that if you're a business person, or you're starting a business, you want to grow it to the next level, this is the opportunity for you. And it's what, $99 now. So there you go.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here, joining us here on the News
at
4. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.